Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a super exciting video. I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite South African snacks. So these aren't necessarily your quintessential, typical South African snacks. When you think of South Africa, these are the snacks you think of. But they are more just some snacks that you can find in our grocery stores and things that I love. And while I was out, I picked up some that I've never tried before. They looked too good to pass up. So we're going to give those a try as well. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it with a snack that is actually quintessential South Africa, and that is good old Omar rusks. And to be specific, muesli flavored Omar rusks. Now buttermilk fans, choc chip fans, don't come for me. Muesli rusks are the best. I just feel like rusks were made to be muesli, you know, filled with a little bit of some nuts and some seeds and some raisins. Like, it just makes the whole rusk experience that much better. So let's give them a go. Now I've brewed myself here a cup of 5 roses tea, 1 sugar, a little bit of milk, just the way I like it. You see, I feel like the raisins just add that little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tang. It's just perfect. I've always loved rusks. I grew up on them. I would always go to my grand's house and we would have a sleepover with her, and we would wake up in the morning, have a little cup of tea, and of course our little rusk. So rusks are just super nostalgic for me. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been seeing all these fancy rusk flavors in the grocery store these days. Tennis biscuits, peanut butter, you name it. So I decided to pick up these ones. The ginger nuts. I feel like this is gonna be pretty good. I really like ginger biscuits, so yeah, let's give it a go. Oh, they smell very gingery. Very nice. Really good, I'd say. A little bit sweet for my personal preference, but yeah, other than that, it's got a good ginger flavor and it actually goes really well with a cup of tea. So yeah, I'd give that maybe like a 7 out of 10. Okay, and keeping on the whole tea theme, my favorite herbal tea in South Africa is the apple, cinnamon and cranberry tea from Woolies, or as I like to call it, the pancake tea. Oh, it just smells like a fresh pancake on a Saturday morning. Because it's got that cinnamon, it's got a little bit of the sweetness from the apple and cranberry, a little bit of tanginess again. Love it. So I brewed myself a cup over here, and it's actually got a really nice deep pink color, so it's also pretty while you drink it. So good. It doesn't taste as sweet as it smells, so it's quite nice. It's kind of like more, I don't know another word to describe it, but it is that like tangy, just like a tangy, fruity flavor. But I can assure you it is super delicious. Okay, you know what? Let's just keep it in the whole tea theme. So we've got here, which I guess this isn't really tea, but it's kind of tea. It's bubble tea, but it doesn't seem to actually have tea in it. But anyways, it is a jelly popping boba, lychee oolong and aloe vera bubble tea thing. Oh, sorry, yeah, oolong is tea, so it is a bubble tea. So if you know anything about me and my husband, we are obsessed with bubble tea at the moment. We get it at least once a week. We have our usual spot. The guys who work there have told us that we are their most regular customers, which I don't know if we should be proud or embarrassed about. We just love it. So when I saw this in Checkers, I thought I have to give it a try. Whew, that lychee flavor is strong and I love lychee. Oh, there's all the bubbles. Already coming out very well. One more. Okay, I can't get the last one out. I mean, not the most amount of bubbles. I personally would like more, but let's see. And I'm a tapioca pearl gal. So yeah, I don't usually go for the popping fruity ones, but I used to love them. And so yeah, I'm sure I'll still enjoy this. Interesting. I think I'm used to the black tea bubble tea. So this flavor, this oolong, so I'd give this maybe a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. I think I'm just not an oolong tea lover, and it is quite of a sweet, very sweet flavor. So yeah, 6 out of 10. Okay, and I've actually got one more drink here. So this is something I've never tried before. It is the full cream salted caramel flavored milkshake from Woolies. So I love salted caramel, so I'm very excited about this. Ooh, smells sweet. So I don't really like a lot of milky things. I don't mind like milkshakes that you buy in a restaurant because that's more of like an ice cream consistency. But anything that's like, even like a cup of tea or like a hot drink that has too much milk in, I'm not too much of a fan of. So I don't know if this is going to be more of a milky, like a salted caramel kind of milk, or if it's going to be more of like a milkshakey texture. So let's just see. Ooh, it's definitely more of a milkshakey, kind of like a whipped consistency. That's very good. I would say I could use with a touch more salt, but I just really like salted caramel. But that's good. I would rate it like a 8 to 9 out of 10. Very good. Okay, let me stop drinking this because we've got a lot more things still to try. Okay, let's go into the chip category. Now my favorite chips in South Africa have to be the Flanagan's Irish kettle fried chips. And I just go for the standard good old black pepper and sea salt flavor. You can't go wrong with them. They can be added to any dip, any flavor. They just work perfectly at a braai or as a little starter. They're great. I just feel like the way that they fry these chips is different. Like they just have a different texture, which is nice compared to other chips. And I'm guessing that has something to do with the kettle friedness. I don't exactly know what that means, but it's good. And they're just perfectly salted, perfectly peppered, not too spicy or anything like that. Good chips. Next, let's go into the biscuit category. Now, these are, I think, probably the most nostalgic biscuit that I have, and that is the Boudoir. Is that Boudoir? I don't know. But it's the finger biscuits. I haven't had finger biscuits in so long, but I remember every time I had them, I'd always think of childhood. Even that smell, they just have such a distinct flavor. Even though they're just a plain biscuit, they just have something unique about them. And they're just like super melty, and they kind of almost have like, they're very aerated, and they have kind of like a fluffy texture. But they're so good. If you have friends over for some tea and cake, this is just such a nice side thing to have. I'll rate them solid 8 out of 10. Okay, let's get straight on to the next biscuits. Next we've got Eat Some Mores. I love these biscuits. They are so buttery and so melty, and they're just like, they're plain but so good, and you can just eat like 100 of them. This is the small mini size, but yeah, this is like a great little snack pack size in my opinion. They're so cute and little. I love the mini ones. Yeah, They are so buttery and delicious. They've just got such a nice texture to them. I would rate Eat S'mores a solid 10 out of 10. I mean, you can't go wrong with them. You can eat as many as you want. And Eat S'mores dipped into some tea. I feel like there's a lot of people who make shortbreads. Like, there's a lot of artisanal brands that make these like very fancy shortbreads. But honestly, Eat S'mores, like, you cannot go wrong with them. They are the perfect shortbread in my opinion. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, next is chocolate. Best little chocolate bites, Chuckles. I feel like Woolies bought over Chuckles or something, because you only really find them in Woolies right now. But now they've come out with a whole range of like Chuckles biscuits and Chuckles, I don't know, chocolate chip cookie flavor Chuckles, those kind of things. But I mean, the good old standard little Chuckle balls are great. I feel like there's a trend here. Things that are like melty in your mouth, I tend to apparently gravitate towards. The chocolate of Chuckles is so good. The inside is so good. During a movie, these are the perfect little snack to have. Speaking of movie snacks, I actually also got Astros, which is like same kind of vibe, but just more fun. So I don't know if overseas has Astros. I feel like I don't see it that often in America or the UK or anywhere like that. Maybe it is only a South African thing, maybe not, don't hold me to it, but I feel like a lot of South African kids would remember Astros as like part of their South African childhood. Astros are a bit more like chewy compared to Chuckles, but still such a nice texture. Both are the perfect snack to take when you go to the movies. I'll rate these both a 10 out of 10. They are perfect. They are not like a chocolate bar that it just feels like too much chocolate. You know, it's kind of balanced with the wafer insides and the crunch, and yeah, it's just a perfect little snack. Okay, next chocolate item we got is the energy bar from Jungle Oats, the dark chocolate version. So I love these Jungle Oats bars. They are just the perfect snack. Whenever I'm like out on the go and need a little quick snack, I always pick one of these up because they have got the oats, so they're quite filling, but then they're also quite flavorful. So yeah, I just find them the perfect little pick-me-up. And this dark chocolate is quite nice because it's not too sweet. It's kind of a little bit bitter. So yeah, it's really nice. Very chewy, but in my opinion, if you're looking for like an OT energy bar, this one is your best bet in South Africa. Next chocolate item that we've got is these amazing dark chocolate brownie bites. Woolies just knows how to do the snacks. These are so good. Whenever I see them when we're at a braai or at a party, I'm just like, yes. They are just so good. And it's nice that they're not like just brownie, they also have a layer of melted chocolate at the bottom. So you get a few different textures going on there. But that brownie is so melty and just like, so soft, gooey, just exactly what you want a brownie to be. This is it. Another 10 out of 10. Funny story though, my friends and I once thought it would be an amazing idea to make like s'mores out of these. So we thought, let's put it on a fire or like put it on a stick into a fire and get it all like melty, and then take it between two biscuits and have like a s'more with it. And we were like, oh my gosh, this is the best idea ever. It was disgusting. I think because we're pretty dumb, and obviously like a cakey consistency will absorb smoke, so it just absorbed all the smoke flavor, and we were like, this is the worst. So pro tip, don't do that. Just have them as is. They are perfect as is and you won't regret it. Oh, this is a lot of chocolate. Okay, and the last chocolate item, which I think might be my favorite, is the triple chocolate sundae from Woolies. This thing is amazing. My mom and I always used to get the bigger one, like it's probably meant for like a family of 4, and we'd finish it all in one go, just us 2. So yeah, I'm a bit of a fan. So you can see it's got the milk chocolate, it's got like a little like layer of kind of like a melty chocolate between the milk chocolate and the white chocolate, and then it's got like a chocolate cake kind of bottom, and it's even got like a little bit of cream on top. It is just, oh, it's so good. If you want to indulge, get yourself one of these, even one of these small ones. They are quite pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but in my opinion they are worth it. Okay, let's try get all the layers. Okay. Everything is just like so airy and light, and it like helps contrast the rich flavors. So it is quite rich, but because it is so aerated, you can just eat more and more. Honestly, if you're looking for a dessert that's like pre-packaged and something that you can quickly just grab, you can never go wrong with this triple chocolate sundae. It is, honestly, everyone, I'm sure, anyone who likes chocolate is gonna love this. Oh. Okay, I think it's safe to say the chocolate category is done. Oh, and I'd rate this like 11 out of 10. It's just amazing. Okay, and last but not least, we've got the savory snacks. So first on the list are these good old barbecue chicken pancakes from Woolies. Guys, I know I have a lot of Woolies items here, but honestly, you can't go wrong with Woolies. Yes, they are a little bit pricey, but if you want to treat yourself, that's where you want to go. So it's interesting, I would never think about putting like chicken, especially barbecue chicken, on a pancake, but for some reason this just works. And they've had this kind of product for years and years and years now. I think since I was probably in primary school, and I'm 10 years out of school now, so it's been a second. They've got like a good mayo-y kind of sauce. But yeah, these, I feel like if you're going on a picnic or you just need like a little like snack box of some sort, or even if you have a friend who's in hospital or someone who needs a little pick-me-up, this is just the perfect thing to add into it. That is like a little snack that's more filling than just like, you know, some chips or some biscuits. I'd give them a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, and last but not least, we've got my favorite version, you could say, of Biltong, and that is these smoked salami sticks from Woolies. Now these things, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for. They are quite expensive for what you get. The only reason that I know about them is because at my old job, whenever we had client meetings or we had a little fun day or someone's birthday, the office would always buy some salami sticks and they'd always be on the side, and I was always like, oh my gosh, these are so good. But yeah, definitely a treat yourself kind of snack, but kind of worth it. Again, just melt in your mouth. Yeah, so they don't like, they're not as like chewy as your typical Biltong. Yeah, and yeah, they just have such a nice smoky flavor. If you love salami, these are pretty great. Again, I'd rate these probably a 10 out of 10. There's just nothing wrong with them. They are salty, they are chewy, they are delicious. They've got little like multi fat pockets. That sounds a bit gross, but it's actually quite delicious. And yeah, you just can't go wrong with them. Oh, I almost forgot something in my freezer. Let me go get it quick. Okay, I saw these at Woolies and they just look too good to pass up. They are the frozen lychee fruit lollies. So I've tried the mixed berry lollies from Woolies and I absolutely love them, but I also love lychee flavor. So let's give these a go. My husband has already dug into them, but I had to refrain myself from not having one until this video is filmed. So I'm very excited about this. And he said that they are very good. So I've got a lot of expectations here. Oh, yum. That was really, really good. It's just like the perfect lychee flavor. If you just want some frozen lychees, this is it. On a hot summer's day, that would be perfect. Delicious. I'll rate that a 9 out of 10. Okay, and with that, we are done going through all of my personal favorite South African snacks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you can take something away. Maybe you found a new snack that you really want to try, or maybe you got some nostalgia of seeing your snacks that you had way back in the day. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again next time. Bye!